G'day, my name's Wilfred West from Locksport, Victoria, Australia. Welcome to Locksport, the home of online gaming, wonderful views and Australian wildlife. I do hope you like these videos, if so please subscribe. The time is 10:30 in the morning, and in this video I'm going to bring a question to everybody about plastic bags. Now it's been on the project. It's an interesting program that was on SBS last Tuesday night, last night I should say, and it's on again next Tuesday night. It's about banning the plastic bag, the one-use bags that cannot be broken down by landfill or non-recyclable plastic bags. Now, I sat down and been thinking about this last night. I couldn't get to sleep, and the thing is, I asked myself, who has the power to basically make a blanket ban on all these plastic bags? And the answer is the federal government. Excuse me. Instead of states creating laws individually about these plastic bags, the federal government should sit down with the Greens, with the Labor Party, right? So the leaders should sit down and talk about this, and so find out which is the best solution about banning these bags, which state has the best possible solution, right? And then getting all the states together and territories together and saying, we're taking over the banning of this plastic bag. This state here has the best solution, or we've created a better solution. Let's say by, hypothetically, January the 1st, 2018, there'll be no more plastic bags manufactured in Australia or brought into Australia that are one-use bags, right? The only bags that you can actually manufacture in Australia or bring into Australia has to be biodegradable and recyclable. Okay, so if you throw it to the normal bin, it goes in the landfill and it'll be broken down by nature. If you throw it to your recycle bin, it will go to recycle and can be recycled. Right? Now, if the federal government simply does that, covers all those, you'll have the Greens supporting them 100%. Labor will have no choice but to support them, because if Labor tries to block this simple, very simple plan, right, that would save our environment, right, most Australians would vote against Labor in the next election. Right? Simple as that. So I would actually vote for a government that would ban the use of these plastic bags from January the 1st, 2018. They cannot be brought into the country, they cannot be made in the country. Right? Only bags that can be made in the country or brought in the country that have to be biodegradable biodegradable and recyclable, or has to be both. Right? I would vote for that government and I'll put them back into power with my one vote, maybe. But anyway, I would encourage people to vote for that particular government because they actually care about the land. So far, Malcolm Turnbull has let the ball drop in his hands. He's left it up to the states to decide. Stupid thing. It should be federal and it should be Australia-wide. Now, that's the first thing I would do. The second thing I would do now would be looking forward in power. Be looking at all products that come into Australia that are food wrapped or packaging materials, plastic packaging materials and so forth, and create a law by say 2019, January the 1st, 2019, that every single item that you bring into Australia, either for a cup or a coffee, right, that goes to the vending machines around there or manufactured here in Australia, has to be biodegradable and recyclable. Okay, so if you go to a coffee vendor, you go, okay, I want this coffee. You buy your coffee, you drink it, you throw it in a bin. Okay, a normal bin, because you're basically in Melbourne or wherever, right? And that then goes to landfill. Right? That cup should be biodegradable. That should be mandatory for all coffee vendors around Australia. And it also should be recyclable. So if you see a recycle bin, you throw it there, it goes into recycle bin and gets recycled. Now, that should be done for all coffee and stuff like that, all coffee cups in Australia. The second thing is you get the plastic wrapped tomatoes and stuff like that. Or you get your 4 and 20 pies, you get a cardboard box there that's recyclable, but then you get the plastic that around those pies. Are they recyclable? Are they biodegradable? right? These are the questions you've got to ask yourself, and the government should make a mandatory law, federal law, right, that states that all plastic that is like these type of plastics that they use for packing or whatever has to be biodegradable and has to be recyclable and manufactured in Australia or brought into Australia. All food plastics, right, going around pies, other packaging, stuff like that, has to be biodegradable and also recyclable. The plastic bags you get at Safeways and Coles that you put your one orange in there has to be biodegradable, has to be recyclable. The Target bags you get, the plastic Target bags or the JB Hi-Fi bags you get, has to be recyclable, has to be biodegradable. If we can get a government that has the balls, right, to actually say this and to actually make it as their main policy, right, in the government to introduce this ban and introduce this legislation into the government and make it mandatory by law and make it massive fines after you say, okay, well, it's 2020, you're bringing in plastic bags, all these stuff, you're going to get, the company will be fined a hell of a lot. See, like when you buy your sausages, right, from Coles or whatever, you get that plastic there. Is that biodegradable? No. Is that recyclable? Don't know. It has to be biodegradable and it has to be recyclable. This is what we should be, as a people, right, demanding from our country, right, from our government, right, not state, but federal has to do this, right? Because you're going to have state laws in, say, Sydney or New South Wales. It could be totally different to a Victorian one, same as Tasmania one, same as West Australia, South Australia. They all could be totally different. We don't want that. We have to have a mandatory law that states, okay, you have these plastic bags that are non-biodegradable and non-recyclable, they are banned, outright banned everywhere. Right? To replace those bags, they have to be biodegradable and have to be recyclable. It's simple. Right? I would vote for a government for the rest of my life if they made these laws mandatory in the whole of Australia. Okay? There could be Liberal, Labor, Greens, Pauline Hanson, whichever got to the government. I would actually vote for that particular government for the rest of my life. Anyway, let me know what your say is and what you think about my particular view on this subject. Yeah, I do hope you like this little video, and if so, please subscribe. My name's Wilfred West from Locksport, Victoria, Australia, signing off. Thank you again for watching my videos and your comments. So, welcome. You all have a great day now.